Mm. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. I had a thought today, and I was reflecting back a couple months ago. Now, a couple months ago, I found myself in this really weird place where I had a lack of passion, and that was kind of a new feeling for me. I've always been somebody that had something to apply my energy to channel my energy into. You know, when I was young, it was sports and I got into creativity. I've always been very competitive, always had desires, always challenged myself, always had some type of goal. But a couple months ago, I had a lack of passion, and it made me question, well, where does passion come from? And it was really haunting. I was scared, you understand? There was fear, there's anxiety about it, because I'm like, will I get my passion back? And then I was looking at my life and I was realizing, like, wow, like the life I am living was once impossible. Like, I kind of dreamed of this and it was an impossible dream. You have to understand, I started video a long time ago. I started video before Instagram even had video, you understand? So when I started videos, it wasn't like videos really was what it was now, you understand? But I said, you know what? My time one day is going to be worth $1,000 an hour. I remember telling my mom that. I was like, I am worth $1,000 an hour. That is I can feel my energy and more. You understand? That's just like the bottom rate. And at that time, I made $18 an hour editing wedding videos. Now, why did I think that? Like, what gave me the grand idea that my time is worth $1,000 an hour when at that time I was really only worth $18 an hour? It was the impossible, you understand? It was the fact that I was thinking of something that in my present moment, that thing is impossible. And because it's impossible, I'm going to go towards it. I'm going to try that out because that's what excites me. I am interested by human potential because what I think is there is more within us than we even realize. There is more to you than you give yourself credit for. You understand? Each one of us was made in its image. You have to understand that the very same thing that made all of us, that made all of this, that made this divine cup of tea, which is like chef kisses, made us, and we were made in its likeness, you understand? There's a strength, there's a beauty, there's a divinity, there's an intelligence to us, but we have to go inside and tap into that potential, water that seed, and with grace, with faith, with patience in our works, you know, it comes into fruition and we blossom. But human potential is something I'm so interested in. I seen recently, and I forget where it was, at maybe the Philippines or something, but there was like a really bad tsunami. You know, my condolences and prayers to anybody who was affected. And this man got swept out into the ocean, and I think he like swam for 24 hours straight to make it back to the shore. Now, think about if you were at the beach enjoying yourself and you're like, let's go for a swim. How long do you think you're gonna last until you're tired? Hour at most, right? You can come back on the shore, have a coconut, have some food, relax in the sun. But there's something about human beings when you're put in a situation, life or death, something happens. New powers are unlocked. Human potential is limitless. This man swam for like 24 hours back to shore because he wanted to make it back to his family. And it's that very zone, you understand, that very thing that gets unlocked within us that I am interested in right now. Whew. Save me from stumbling. And I think that's the very thing we should all be focusing on, the impossible. What is something you want to do that seems impossible right now? And strive towards that. Because if you fail at the impossible, you're still winning. If you fail at the impossible, you're still winning. But if you only go for goals or do things that you think you can achieve for sure, I think we're relying on our safety net. We're laying in our safety. We're laying in our comfort, you understand? And that's where passion fills us out. Because passion takes practice and we have to put ourselves to the challenge. Think about like some of the most like incredible inventions of our time. Those were impossible, you understand? Like still to this day, I think about our phone. Like how can I pull up my phone and see my family on FaceTime. You understand? Like, how do I airdrop? Like, who thought of these things? You understand? Like, some people have a whole another level of education and smarts. But these things were once impossible. There was a problem, but somebody said, hey, that would be cool if we could do that. And they're like, well, that's impossible. And they said, let's go figure it out. And even if they fail, they're gonna find another invention in that journey, in that process. That's why when we reach for the impossible, when you realize there is more within you, there is more within me. When you say that, there is more within me right now. And although I compare myself, although I look at these people and think, oh, they were made to do great things, or they have more strength than me, they have more beauty than me, they have more resources to me. No, there is more to me, you understand? I just had to take a step towards the impossible and challenge myself, put myself in the environment where new powers are unlocked, you understand? Strength, creativity, a new environment. I remember one of my friends recently just moved to Japan, and he told me, man, I'm not the most social kind of person, pretty shy. I don't go to a party, and I'm not the life of the party. But when I moved to Japan, I had no friends, I had no community, and I realized out of survival, I need friends. And on top of that, he's like, I don't even really speak Japanese. So it was really difficult, but I had to push myself out of my comfort zone and make friends. I would go to parties, I would go to diners, I would go to cafes and just introduce myself to people. You understand? And I had to do that because I needed to survive. I know I need community. Again, this is somebody who said, I'm not the most social person, but in a life or death situation, I know it's not life or death, but we need community. Something happens to human beings. Potential is unlocked. And if you've been having a lack of passion, you understand, a lack of love for life, I think you may be playing it a bit too safe. I want to start a YouTube show that's Monday to Friday every single day, plus my podcast show that's Monday to Friday every single day. Right now, I post like 2-3 podcasts a week, 1 YouTube video a week. Not even remotely close to that. I used to post 5 podcasts a week. Burnt out, try to do some other things, trying to, handle all. Right now, these things seem impossible to me, to like run 2 shows simultaneously full time. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, that's almost impossible. That seems impossible, but I'm gonna do it. I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go crazy. I know I'm gonna go crazy a little bit, but I'm gonna do it. I'm excited. And that just gets me going, you understand? Because I know through that, potential is unlocked and a new type of strength, creativity, courage, confidence, right? So much is going to be revealed because, again, my friend, there is more to you than you realize. And sometimes everything that you need is everything that you already have. You may think that you need a bunch of money, or you need a bunch of people to help you to do something, or you need this or that. But all that you need sometimes, again, is all that you have. Strive for the impossible. Just write down something that excites you, but fears you, you understand, that you're afraid of. And take that fear, take that anxiety and channel it into something. That's what I like to do. As soon as I feel that procrastination and that fear and that anxiety, I'm like, okay, good. This is energy. And we know what fear is like. And we know what anxiety is like. That's an overwhelming energy. But the thing about energy is, energy can be transformed. Energy can be transmuted. So I take that fear and I transmute it into my podcast, and I become vulnerable and honest and express myself. And through that, I heal myself and I heal others. And now that fear is gone. And my anxiety, I take that and I have a cup of tea and I meditate and I pray and I read and I script and I flush my ideas out to where I am prepared, and now I have peak performance, and now I am expressing myself and creating, and now that anxiety is no more, and now I have confidence. Now my energy is in motion, you understand? You see, the very energies you feel are holding you back can be transmuted, you understand? There is more to you than you realize, but you have to take a step towards the impossible, my friend. And I want somebody today, or all of us, I really want all of us today to say, I'm going to strive for the impossible. You understand? Breaking generational curses and trauma in our families may seem like the impossible thing to do. Maybe we come from a long lineage of family that is just dysfunctional, and we think, man, I have so much trauma, I have so much PTSD from my relationships, but I'm gonna create the most beautiful family one day, you understand? Maybe you're gonna have 3 kids, you're gonna own your home, you guys are gonna be just like the blueprint of unity. Do the impossible, you understand? Some of us may come from very unfortunate, less resourceful households. Wealth wasn't a thing in our life. Financial literacy wasn't a thing in our life. We still don't understand these things, but you know what? I'm gonna do the impossible. I'm gonna be wealthy to the point I can build schools, I can help others, you understand? Maybe you'll be a financial advisor. Figure out what your impossible is and go towards it. Because even if you fail, my friend, you win, because that journey has so much to offer you. And you're gonna reveal things within yourselves that you didn't even realize you were made out of. Inner treasures, you understand? Potential unlocked, strength unlocked, courage unlocked. You may be antisocial, you may be shy, not realizing you're gonna be a public speaker one day. Figure out your impossible. Take on this challenge with me. Take on this challenge and step into the impossible. Strive for something you don't even think you could possibly do. And guaranteed, just like in a life or death situation, you're gonna realize you're a lot more powerful than you've been giving yourself credit for. And you don't know in hindsight, everything is gonna be all right. We powered by what? We powered by the Most High, and I'll see you soon. I'm excited. I'm gonna document my journey of the impossible. Y'all gonna see me fail. Y'all gonna see me probably cry. Y'all gonna see me be happy. You're gonna see me be joyful. You're gonna see me stumble a million times. But guess what? That's what the human experience is made out of. I want the whole experience. I want the anger. You understand? I want the grace. I want the happiness. I want the joy. I want the frustration. I want the sadness. I want the tears. Give it all to me. Because we're here to be human. You understand? Led by spirit. I'll see you next time.